Hugo Khouri was a Brazilian film director and producer of Lebanese and Italian descent. Khouri made 26 feature films and won several national and international awards. His 1964 film Empty Night is considered one of the best Brazilian films of all time and was entered for the Palme d'Or in the 1965 Cannes Film Festival. Viaggio Celebrity presents Top 26 Hugo Khouri films. Number 26. Pexo Perdida 1998. Marcelo is a 12-year boy with an apparently vegetative life. 3 years ago, his mother Anna was killed in an accident, and as a consequence, the boy became reduced to a condition of semi-paralysis, detachment, and silence, which the other members of the family accept and are confirmed with lives in an impressive mansion in Sao Paulo, where the story takes place. The boy's father and owner of the house, Marcelo Rondi, has a dynamic and downright personality. A middle-aged man, he is a successful businessman with a considerable fortune and reputation. Number 25. As Feras 1995. Since he was a child, Paulo Sintra has an obsessive passion for his cousin Sonia, 4 years older than him. This passion transforms through the years into a frustrating feeling of attraction and rejection, always accompanies him. Sonia, in addition to keeping herself out of reach, has a loving attitude and conduct that seems to totally exclude the male presence. This, however, does not prevent her from approaching Paul's life and end up being responsible for the most painful and terribly humiliating moments suffered by him on all occasions when they face each other. Number 24. Amor Voraz 1984. Anna suffers from psychological disorder and Clelia, her friend since childhood, takes care of her treatment. Both decide to return to the place where they spent their childhood in search of better results for treatment. But the encounter with an unknown man will alter the persecuted calm. Number 23. As Karaoke's 1966. As Karaoke's is a dramatic comedy presented as 3 different episodes based on stories by famed Stanislas Ponteprita. Each story is adapted and directed by different directors, 2 of them now among Brazil's most acclaimed filmmakers. The 3 stories deal with the lives of 3 young Rio women. All 3 live in state of desperate loneliness, in contrast to the apparently vibrant social scene in Copacabana, then Rio's best and liveliest area, arguably the world's most beautiful and swinging beach scene at the time. Number 22. Monica Seria do Rio 1987. 4 animated story featuring Monica and her friends, interspersed with live scenes directed by Khouri, featuring the singer Tete Espindola. Number 21. Amor Estrano Amor 1982. Sao Paulo 1937. Hugo is a teenage boy who came from Santa Catarina, being brought by his grandmother to return him to his mother. Anna, who is a lover of Osma, the most influential politician in the state. She lives in a luxurious mansion with several other young ladies, all led by Laura and serving the political maneuvering of Osma, who uses the house for parties and orgies in order to impress and please possible political allies. The arrival of the boy coincides with the day of a great farewell party that will be given to Benicio, the most influential and powerful politician from another state. This makes Laura very upset because she does not want anything to get out of. Number 20. O Gigante de Pedra 1953. 4 men, worker and women with amnesia from a love triangle. Number 19. O Convict Oppressor 1980. The dentist Luciano has love after hours with Sonia on the dental chair. Out of the blue, his old friend Marcelo appears in his office with a problem in one tooth, and Luciano invites him to have love with Sonia, who is actually call girl. Marcelo and Luciano have not seen each other for many years, and Luciano tells that he is still married with Anita and he loves her. Marcelo tells that he is married with Anna and he is bored with his second wife. In retribution, the wealthy Marcelo invites Luciano to come to his apartment to have love with women on the next afternoon. Luciano lies to Anita and tells that he needs to go to the doctor. On the next day, Marcelo received the visit of his daughter while working with his secretaries Laura and Miss Harriet. The girl asks his father to give a job to her friend Gina, who needs to work, and Marcelo hires her for translations. Number 18. Lonesome Women, 1959. A group of prospectors is maintained in a semi-slavery regime on the border between Brazil and Bolivia because of a debt with their masters. One day, Matias tried to hide that he had found a valuable diamond and run away, but ends up being hunted and killed. The diamond ends up finding Paulo, an experienced gold digger who has an affair with the daughter of the deceased fugitive. Number 17. Eros, the God of Love, 1981. Sao Paulo, great metropolis. Marcelo, 48, married to Ilonera and father of Berenice, narrate his love and hatred for the city. The film deals with the search for a man for the reason that lead him to not find a meaning for his life, which is shown through his memories. Through his current lover Anna, who worked in an art gallery, he recalls his fascination and love for the women who have passed through his life. Number 16. As Filhas do Fogo, 1978. Woman living in Sao Paulo goes to Gamedo, south of Brazil, to visit a friend of hers. Together they meet an old woman who engages in strange experiences in parapsychology. From then on, bizarre events are bound to happen. As Filhas do Fogo could be labeled as a horror film, but only people that still have some imagination left may enjoy the film. The horror is in the atmosphere. There are the two girls and there's the approaching darkness. Number 15. Payaso Asombres, 1977. Movie director visits a set on a studio about to be closed. For his next film, he wants his faithful favorite actress, but she is now tempted by a profitable TV deal. Number 14. In the Devil's Throat, 1960. In 1868, during the Paraguayan War, the Brazilian Pedro Andrade and Reis and the Paraguayan Ramon and an indigenous mercenary deserted and managed to reach the Iguazu Falls. In a village, he finds the indigenous man ends up killing a child, causing the group to go into the forest to escape. They end up breaking into a house where 4 people live in precarious conditions. Forced coexistence begins with deserters, which will not result in good situations. Number 13. O Ultimo Ecstasy, 1973. An angry teenager combined with a friend and their girlfriend a bucolic weekend in a place that makes him relive several moments of his childhood. In the country house, between memories of good times, disagreement arises between the members of the group. The arrival of an older couple further threatens their desire to find peace with nature. He leaves, leaving the group. Number 12. Men and Women, 1964. Lewis is a married man with a son but having a tiresome life. Nelson is his companion of chasing women and is permanently in an existentialist crisis. One night they meet Regina and Mara, 2 whores of Sao Paulo, and they four spend the night together in Liu's apartment. Many acid dialogue between these 4 characters happen along the night. In the morning, they say goodbye to each other.